When I was 9, we fled Myanmar and left everything behind. Villages were burnt, people were killed, and we live in constant fear. My mother and I escaped by boat with some food and clothes for the journey. The journey took almost a month when we were told it would only take us a week. The food ran out quickly. When I was thirsty, I asked for water from my mother. She asked from the boat agents. As she asked multiple times from them, she was beaten. I couldn't help but cry, wondering if we would ever be safe again. I remember my father was forced to flee and ended up in Malaysia when I was just a few weeks old. The only things that kept me going were the hope of survival and seeing my father. There were days we didn't have enough food to eat. I had no books to read or to learn from. I longed to go to school, but there was no opportunity for that, and I was waiting for years. I felt stuck, unseen, and left behind, while other children moved forward. The trauma we had experienced made me quiet and withdrawn. After a few years, I finally got a spot to study in Dignity. I was the only one in school among my 5 siblings, and I was so blessed to get Dignity's Empower a Child sponsorship, and that truly lessened my financial burden. For the first time, I could study in a real school offering IGCSE education to refugee children. For the first time, I could imagine a future. When my parents received the news, they were overjoyed. For them, Dignity was more than a school. It was hope. They dreamed that one day I could work in a medical field. No family should have to suffer like we did, simply because of the circumstances we were in. That was when I understood something deeply. If I stopped studying, nothing would change. At Dignity, I was given a chance I never thought possible. Instead of asking me to leave when I was struggling, they came closer. They were patient with me, always guiding me with kindness. When I wasn't ready, they did not scold me or push me away. Instead, they gave me their time. They offered me the chance to repeat year 11, and that second chance changed my life. My teachers became like my family to me. When my home was not a good place to study, they let me stay back in school where it was safe and quiet. When I struggled in class, they helped me even after school hours to help me understand. When things were hardest at home, the welfare team visited my family and brought food support. They helped me get the care and encouragement I needed when I felt overwhelmed and afraid at that time. For the first time in a long time, we felt like we were not fighting alone. One teacher, Mr. Guan, once came to my place just to bring me out to buy a pair of football shoes because I did not have any. Until today, that is still my only pair. But to me, it was more than shoes. It was someone telling me without words that I mattered. My teachers played such a big role in shaping my life. They saw potential in me before I could see it in myself. I completed my IGCSEs despite those stereotypes people had about refugees like me. I learned knowledge is power. Once you gain knowledge, no one can take it away. Dignity is more than school to me. It is the place where I felt seen, supported, and cared for when I needed it the most. That kind of care changes a person. It changed me. When I left Myanmar, I did not know I would survive. Today, I'm sharing my story. Something I never imagined I would have the confidence to do.